Good afternoon, Eamon here from Ashland Farm, hopping on Christmas Day about 1:45 to let you know what's happening on Ashland Farm. I'm out here in the feeding shed, and I suppose this is a very, very special day, and this is why I hopped on. Firstly, is to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas, and thank you all that supports and subscribe to my channel over the last couple of years, and particularly for the last year. I had a very, very busy year with a lot of videos up and a lot of viewers and subscribers. So, and I want to build on that for the coming year. And again, I cannot build on it without your support. But this is our first year ever in my entire life that we don't have to milk on Christmas Day. We were supplying liquid milk for the Dublin and the urban market for the last 60 odd years. And just for maybe people that's listening to don't know what liquid milk is compared to, all milk is liquid. But the milk we supplied was going into the liquid market rather than going into manufacturing. It wasn't going into making cheese or that. It was going into the cartons of milk that you buy every day for your kitchen table. And also our milk was going into Bailey's Irish Cream as well. It's still going into Bailey's Irish Cream, but it's not going in. We have no contract now to the liquid market. We sold our contract back to Glanbia or Tirlawn, and now we are just calving cows in the spring and block calving them over a couple months time, and over a couple months of a period, and we will be drying off again next November or December next year, and we'll be drying again for another 2 months. So now, before this, we were calving cows always in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and we had fresh milk for the liquid market all year round. Now we don't need to do that. We just calve the cows to grass. This year, because it was a transition year, we're starting in January, and we're starting probably next week or next week or 10 days to be starting calving. And the following year we will be switching back to the middle of February. We'll talk about that later, but I hopped on today just to let you know it's the first time on Christmas morning that I have not had to go out to milk the cows. I got off about 7 o'clock, my usual time, came out here, and Kenneth was just out with me as well, and we dusted down the cubicles, strapped them down, pushed in the silage, and we're back in the house with my clothes changed and all, my good clothes on me at 8 o'clock Christmas morning. I didn't know myself. As I say, it's the first time in my life. I remember back 30, 40 years ago, when my kids were small, you'd be rushing, you'd be up in the morning, him Santi would have came, you'd only be able to spend a couple of moments with them, back out to milk, come in and grab a breakfast, change your clothes, go to mass, try to spend some time with them, and it was always a rush, and I probably had to sacrifice a good bit of my family time for farming at that time, and especially when you were a one-man operation, you had very little choice in that situation. But thankfully, Kenneth has made the decision to get out of liquid milk for two specific, clear reasons. One of them was the profit margin, and liquid wasn't great. You can make more money, and the bonuses that we're getting for the liquid milk was not enough to compensate the extra costs and labour and feed and all the other bits and pieces that goes with producing milk all year round. And along with the second reason was for quality of life, for more of a work-life balance, so that he has a couple of months off in the year from milking the cows, and that you can group all your cows together, calve them all into one block. I know you're busy for a good while, but you're rarely calves all at one time. You get them done much quicker. You're AI and all at one time, and you're calving all at the one time. So you batch your work. It's not spread over, that you're constantly AIing and you're constantly watching cows to calve, and you constantly have young cows around the place. Now it'll be far more concentrated and for into a couple months of the year. So as I say, it's the first Christmas day. I'm out here now, just down the shed. I came out just check on the cows and more or less to do this video with you, and to maybe celebrate that we are free, not have the milk on Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day as well, and for the next certainly couple of weeks. Now, they are the cows over on that side. We divided the cows on last Saturday. We put all the cows in the nearest calving to there, because that's the easiest to run them up from there up through the collecting yard and into the calving boxes and calving pens. So there's about, I think, 44 or 5 of them, and they'll be all calving within the next they're starting on the 1st of January, so again the 20th of January most of them will be calved. And then there's another group of them over that side that will come over in the next, when 10 or 12 of those calved, a group of them will come over from this side over here and move over here so that we can run them up into the calving shed. So again, the end of January, with the help of God, we'll have most of our cows calved, and that's so. I'm not going to delay much longer. I want to go back in because Kenneth and Cheryl and Keelan is enjoying themselves in their own house today, not have to worry about milking cows. They're coming over to have a relaxed dinner in my house with my with Kenneth's others, 2 brothers and sister, and Ken and Fikra's girlfriend, Ruska. So we're going to have a nice family dinner, and that will be lovely evening yesterday with the whole family around and very relaxed. And got up this morning and saying was did a bit of work, and then went to Mass and had a nice relaxed breakfast, and came out today and have the time to do this YouTube video. So that's where we are. I'll do another video tomorrow, the next day. I'll give you a walk around the farm, show you what progress we have made with our calf shed. We've made a good bit of progress with it. It's not completely finished, and it won't be completely finished this year, but it will be usable, and I'll show you that, and I'll show you the calving pens and that we have ready and all that sort of thing, and bring you up to date. And then on Sunday I'm going to Turkey for a few days, for a week. So that's the advantage. It's all about a work-life balance, particularly for Kenneth with his young family, and probably me coming on to 68 years of age, and have done it for a long time, so it's nice to have a break. So again, wishing you all a very, very happy New Year, and a very, very happy Christmas firstly, and a very happy New Year, and thanks again to everybody that has supported me. It made me so happy that you're building, my channel is building. I had a lot of viewerships and a lot of subscribers this year, so please continue it. I want to do a lot more on it this year. I want to show you how small farm can make a living for 1.5 families on it, and just tell you as truthful as I possibly can about what happens on the farm and the margin of profit and all the rest. And I expect to put up a lot more videos next year as well, and probably get down to more of the whole economics of it. And work-life balance is very, very important for us, particularly now, as I said, with Kenneth with a young child. His wife is working, and I'm coming on to near 70 years of age, so it's good that we have a quality of life, and I think that's what it's all about. Eamon here again, signing off, wishing you all a very, very happy Christmas.